Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving into something pretty fascinating, how an educational philosophy that's over 100 years old is getting a major digital makeover. And let me tell you, it's becoming a powerful toolkit for today's teachers. It really makes you think, doesn't it? I mean, in the world of education, we're always chasing the next big thing, the latest innovation. But what if? What if one of the most effective frameworks was right under our noses this whole time? And maybe all it needed was the right technology to really make it shine. Okay, let's be real. This right here, this is the daily grind for so many teachers. More demands on your plate, less time to get it all done, and a huge need to keep students engaged. It can feel like you're just trying to keep your head above water. So, let's really get into it. Let's break down these challenges that modern educators are up against. Because, you can't find a good solution until you really truly understand the problem, right? And these are the big ones, the real pressure points. You've got students who are just checked out. I mean, who can blame them with a world of distractions in their pocket? Then there's the constant pressure of standardized tests. And on top of all that, you're trying to meet the needs of a classroom full of completely different learners, all while trying to find good professional development that actually fits your schedule. But here's the thing. What if there's a way to tackle all of this head-on? An approach that's been proven for over 100 years, but honestly feels like it was made for today's world. And that's where the Montessori method comes in. Now, if you're not super familiar with it, the core idea is simple. It's all about empowering the child. So forget the typical classroom where a teacher lectures at the front. Instead, picture an environment that's carefully designed for kids to learn on their own terms, through hands-on activities, exploring their own interests, and working together. And what's just so incredible is how perfectly these old school principles match up with the skills we need in the 21st century. We're talking about independence, critical thinking, genuine curiosity. These aren't just buzzwords, they're the natural result of a Montessori education. It's about creating a love for learning that sticks with you for life. Okay, so you might be thinking, if this is so great, why isn't every school doing it? And that's a fair question. For a really long time, the biggest roadblock was getting good, high-quality training. It just wasn't easy to access. But now, well, technology is changing everything, building a bridge that makes this amazing philosophy available to way more people. And this really breaks it down, right? The old way, the in-person training, it meant rigid schedules, you had to live in the right place, and honestly, it could cost a ton of money. That just doesn't work for most people. But the online model, it's a total game changer. You can learn at your own pace, from anywhere in the world, and it's often a lot more affordable. And this is so important to understand. The whole point of digital training isn't to get rid of the hands-on part of Montessori. No way. The goal is to open the door, to make it accessible to every educator no matter where they are. It's really about democratizing this incredible way of teaching. All right, so maybe you're thinking, okay, I'm interested. But then you go online and whoa, there are a ton of programs out there. How do you even begin to choose the right one? Don't worry, we've got you. Let's walk through a simple roadmap to help you figure it out. Think of it as your 4-step checklist for finding a great program. First step, always check for accreditation. That's non-negotiable. Then take a really good look at their curriculum and materials. Is it thorough? Third, and this is a big one, ask about mentorship. You'll want that support. And finally, do your homework. See what other teachers are saying in community reviews. And when you're looking at that curriculum, you want to see a really nice balance. You absolutely need that deep understanding of the philosophy, the why behind it all. But you also need the how. That means a huge focus on practical life skills. Things like pouring water or learning to tie shoes. They seem simple, but they build amazing concentration. And then there are sensorial activities, which are all about helping kids explore the world through their senses, smell, touch, sound. It's fascinating stuff. Okay, now we get to the really exciting part, the big why. Why go through all this? Because it's not just about learning a new method. It's about a complete transformation for you and for your students. Seriously, the impact is huge. When you empower your students this way, their engagement just skyrockets. And for you, as the teacher, your confidence just blossoms because you're not just a lecturer anymore. You're a facilitator of discovery. And you'll start to see this incredible independent learning happening all over your classroom. And check this out. A number like this, it's more than just a statistic. A 45% jump in student-led projects, that's the story of a classroom that has come alive. It means kids are taking charge of their own learning. They're thinking critically, and they're actually finding a real passion for what they're doing. When you boil it all down, it's about this one massive shift in your role.
You know that old saying, the sage on the stage? Well, this turns you into the guide on the side. Your job becomes creating this amazing space where kids can just blossom, where they can discover what they're truly capable of. That, right there, is the heart and soul of Montessori.
So I'll leave you with this thought. Imagine your classroom is a blank canvas. With this approach, you're not painting the picture for your students, you're handing them the brush. So the real question is, what incredible things will you empower them to create? Thanks so much for tuning in.